We have more breaking news on the New York Yankees as the team has just made a sneaky good trade for this team, as the Yankees are now loading up on pitchers with the trade deadline just 2 hours away, and the Yankees giving up some prospects in this deal. However, it is not something to get hung up on at all when looking at this team right now, as the Yankees just made a great decision with their most recent trade, and we're going to break it all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here. We're going to jump right into things as always. If you guys are part of that 75% that's not subscribed, what are you doing, man? We got all the New York Yankees updates coming at you right away. You don't want to miss out on any of this great content. But let's jump into the video. There's a lot to go over on the Yankees right now, as Brian Cashman has been active on deadline day and throughout the week. The New York Yankees started off with acquiring Ryan McMahon, then Ahmed Rosario, and did a few other moves in between, including David Bednar, which we'll talk about for a second in this video as well. But the most recent move the New York Yankees have made was another trade to acquire another relief pitcher, as the Yankees have acquired Jake Bird from the Rockies, as Rock Riggio and Ben Shields go to the Rockies for Bird, as Jack Curry was the first to reveal. Jake Bird now joins the New York Yankees team and starts to pitch for something that matters after playing his first half of the year on the Colorado Rockies. Bird has been up and down on the Rockies, don't get me wrong, this season. He's had really good moments, and recently he's been a little bit out of it. Jake Bird's someone who throws the ball hard and does have a lot of good pitches. At the same time, he's also somebody who is up and down and gets very streaky. Bird on the season right now has a 4.73 ERA, which is not good, but around his career average. He's got 62 strikeouts in 53 innings. He does pitch from the right side, so the Yankees are still yet to acquire that lefty reliever they wanted, and has a whip of 1.481. Bird's biggest issue is he walks a lot of guys. He's a wild pitcher, but when he's got it going, he's got it going. He can make you miss very well with his pitches, and also he is a fiery guy. He's very exciting to watch. He's always super hyped up after every time he strikes someone out. The man is just fiery. He's impressive. He's a nice pitcher to add on to this team, and I do like this acquisition of Jake Bird. Now, yes, the Yankees gave up 2 prospects in this deal, and that is going to be something that matters. They gave up Rock Riggio. I always want to call him Rick Raggio. Rock Riggio, who was their number 10 prospect, which definitely is something to look at and kind of be very aware of, but at the same time, I don't think it's too bad of a deal. And then also right after that, or right with that, they gave up Ben Shields, the number 28 prospect on the Yankees. Look, here's the deal with this trade. Some people might be like, oh, we give our number 10 prospect for a guy with a 4-point-something ERA. That's not great. Look, the relief market is in flux right now. There are so many reliever trades going on that the Rockies saw a chance to sell high, and the Yankees decided, you know what, screw it. We have a million pitching prospects in our organization. We weren't like waiting in the wings for Rick Raggio to come out of nowhere, or Rock Riggio to come out of nowhere. I swear, I do it all the time with him. For Rock Riggio to come out of nowhere and solve all of our problems. He wasn't that guy for us. You're not that guy, pal. No. I hope for the best for Riggio's career. I'm not kidding you guys. It is a complete mental block on my side. I'm hoping the best for Riggio's career. I'm hoping the best for both of these guys. But at the same time, when we look at this move, I do like it because the Yankees get a veteran pitcher in Bird who does fit their team and fit their win now needs. It's not like they gave up prospects who you really are hanging your hat on. And when you look at the Yankees right now and their whole situation, dude, they have the fifth highest ERA in baseball right now out of their bullpen. They had to go out and make a change, so they did that. Look, that's something the Yankees absolutely had to do. It was their big issue. Now, also, they're 11th in the American League because the bottom 5 are all American Leagues pitching. But at the same time, the Yankees bullpen has been awful. They need more help outside of their top guys. And both their top guys, Devin Williams and Luke Weaver, prior to the Bednar trade, were not doing so hot recently. I mean, Mark Leiter Jr. will come back eventually. He'll give them some more stability. Ryan Yarbrough will come back. He'll give them more stability. So those two will help, on top of obviously getting Luis Gil as a starting pitcher, which might be why the Yankees are a bit hesitant to make a starting pitching move, given they're in talks with the Marlins for Sandy Alcantara. So there will be more on that by the time the deadline closes. But at the same time, this is a lot to consider. I mean, we look at Riggio's, again, I thought about it. We look at Riggio's season, and it's been what it's been. Like, that's the best we could put it. It's not been bad. It's been quite good, in fact. And then we look towards Ben Shields' season. As a pitcher, Ben Shields has been solid. Don't get me wrong. He's put up a 3.03 ERA. 9 starts in that appearance. He's had 35 innings pitched and 42 strikeouts, but he was a while away from cracking the MLB, and the Yankees are trying to win now, and they've had interest in Jake Bird for a while, so this is not a deal that I'm too surprised that the Yankees have decided to go out and do. Obviously, as we know today, they also acquired David Bednar in a trade with the Pittsburgh Pirates, giving them a very good closer who will likely pitch in that closing role. Bednar put up a 2.37 ERA. In 42 games, he has 17 saves. That would be higher had, the Pirates been winning ever. He has 51 strikeouts in 38 innings, and that's something that we want to focus on right here, because when we look at those numbers and then look at Bird's numbers, we're seeing guys who have more strikeouts than innings pitched. The Yankees are getting swing and miss guys because a lot of their bullpen has been guys who are like ground ball pitchers, and I mean Devin Williams isn't that, but Devin Williams has not been consistent at all this season. So when you consider everything, I do like this move for the New York Yankees, especially considering the Yankees have had this move kind of on their radar for a bit when it pertains to Jake Bird. He's been someone who there's been a lot of talk about, and just Yankee fans are going to love this dude. Yeah, he's going to have moments where the Yankee fans are going to hate him as well because he gets wild. He can completely lose control over his pitches, and it is the one fear in the back of your mind. We did give up our 10th prospect for a guy who loses control of his pitches, but at the same time, he is someone who I do really like the prospect of, and I do think that he is going to be a good pitcher for the Yankees. He now pitches for something that matters, and we have seen pitchers really snap in when they're on winning teams and not being a reliever for a team that's not doing anything, because that can get demoralizing because you're like, what's even the point at this point? Like, what are we doing here? I'm always just coming into losing games. It's not as fun. It's not as exciting. It's not as like the moment's higher. No one's paying attention to you on the Rockies. Well, now Jake Bird's got the entire spotlight on him, and after starting off this year excellently, and again, the ERA has always been a bit elevated. Earlier this year, he was at a 3-point-something ERA. A while back, I did do a video on Jake Bird, so I remember talking about him then and knowing that I think he'd be a good candidate for the New York Yankees. Him and Bednar have been long guys who the Yankees have had interest in, so the Yankees are making moves after the guys they have had long interest in, and that does make you think, what is Brian Cashman going to do next? Yankee fans are now turning towards Brian Cashman to decide what he's going to do with this starting pitching lineup. Is he going to go out there and trade for Sandy Alcantara, who's got a 6.36 ERA right now? Is that the right move? That's up to Cashman to decide. Yankee fans are going to have opinions either way, and I think it does depend on whatever's going to happen. Obviously, Spencer Jones will no longer be involved in any Alcantara trade as long as Brian Cashman has any semblance of a brain in his head. If he is, then you will see me on a later video absolutely losing my complete and utter mind about it. But I like this trade for the Yankees. I like the Jake Bird trade a lot less than I like the David Bednar trade, but I think both these moves by Cashman today have been positive for the Yankees going into the second half of this season. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Guys, obviously the trade deadline's coming to an end, and that means all these trade videos are coming to an end. You're not going to see as many jersey swaps, stuff like that, and we're going to be talking more about the second half of the season, the implications that is in the playoffs. Do you guys have any suggestions for stuff you want to hear me and Alex talk about? We're planning on doing some duos very soon to kind of break down everything that's going on. We've been trying to do them. Me and Alex talk every day in our Microsoft Teams chat, so we do know each other. We talk a lot, and we would want to get on a video together soon. It's just really our time is a lot different. I do YouTube full-time between Yankees Digest, Knicks, Jets, Heat, Bulls, Pelicans. I cover a ton of basketball teams as well as the Yankees because I'm a New Yorker. The Yankees, the Knicks, the Jets, those are my teams. But on top of that, I do cover a lot of basketball. So I'm a YouTuber full-time. I'm around. Alex is working part-time with YouTube. So we don't have the most time together. But if you guys want to see us do something together, whether it's in person, over Zoom, whether you want to see us talk about something specific, let us know in the comments down below. I've wanted to ask you guys about this for a while. I don't know why Brian Cashman's face is still up. We don't need him for this. Brian Cashman doesn't get to decide what me and Alex do with our lives. Actually, he kind of does, considering we do react to the moves he makes. So I guess there's that. But I just want to end this video on this note because I feel like I'm good at this with Yankees Digest, but I feel like I don't talk to you guys as much. I want to know what you guys want to see from us. What do you want to see from this channel? Do you want to see us start doing TikToks and YouTube Shorts? We can do that. We can do whatever the hell you guys want. Guys, I had a flight get canceled today, and I'm really bummed out about it. So, guys, cheers. Enjoy your Thursday. Have a great day. Let's see some more moves. Let's get a starter. Go Yankees.